शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्री राम and a happy Yugadi and Gudi Padwa to all of you. So today is the new year according to the Vedic calendar, and I wish you all a happy and prosperous new year ahead. May our blessings be, may our life be filled with the blessings of Lord Ramachandra. May our life be guided by the wonderful principles showcased by Lord Ramachandra. In this way, our life becomes sublime by following in the footsteps of Lord Ramachandra. So that is my wish to all of you. So today, we are going to talk about a very interesting incident. Yesterday, we saw how after being persuaded by both Vishvamitra Rishi and Vasishta Rishi, Dashrath Maharaj finally agreed to send Rama along with Vishvamitra Rishi to protect his Yajna. And wherever Lord Rama went, Lakshmana always followed him like a shadow. There is a very nice analogy given a very nice metaphor is given in the Valmiki Ramayana. Lakshmana is described as Bahi Prana Ivaparaha. He is as though the external life force of Rama. We all have a life force within our body, but in case of Rama, there are two life forces, according to Valmiki Rishi. One is the life force which is within his body. There is another life force outside the body of Rama, and that is Lakshmana. That means Lakshmana considered that his life would be successful only when he served his elder brother Rama. We can actually see this loyalty of Lakshmana, his protectiveness of his brother. Is a very interesting, very important principle that we get to learn from the behavior of Lakshmana. How he was always accompanying Rama, whether to the forest or to Ayodhya back. Lakshmana was always with Rama. He was the life and soul of Rama. So which this teaches us loyalty, commitment in relationships. Now, after Vishwamitra Rishi started from the palace of Dashrath Maharaj along with the two princes, Rama and Lakshmana, they actually first cross the Sarayu river and then they reach the Ganga river. And Vishwamitra Rishi also talks about the glories of Ganga. That we will talk about it in a next chapter, in a next session. But before that, Vishwamitra Rishi took Rama and Lakshmana to that part of the forest where the great demoness Tataka lived. Tataka, also known as Tadaka, she was actually a menace for the whole forest. She had many powers, mystical powers, and with those powers, she was actually creating havoc in the jungle. She used to destroy the hermitages of innocent sages who were living in the forest. She, along with her sons, Maricha and Subahu, both of them, all the three of them, they were actually harassing the saintly people in the forest. Saintly people are also called as sadhu. Sadhu means one who is a sent person devotee of the Supreme Lord, one who is completely devoted to the Lord, to the welfare of the whole world by broadcasting the message and glories of God. They do not go and create any enmity with anybody. They're always leading a very simple, austere life meant for the welfare of the whole world. And such sadhus were harassed by Tataka and her demoniac sons. Now, why do we call Tataka and her sons as demons? Not merely because of their physical appearance, which was, of course, very ferocious, but because of their mentality and because of their activities. Within us, both divinity and demoniac forces exist. Which force or which nature we actually tend to water or we tend to strengthen, that becomes our character. This is very nicely explained by Lord Krishna in the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Those who are driven by pride, arrogance, those who say that I am God, I am great, I can control everybody, I don't care for anybody, I don't care for the laws enacted by God in the scriptures. Such a person is called as demoniac person. And such a person lives only to satisfy his senses at the cost of giving trouble and miseries to others. Such people are classified as demons. So it is not simply because somebody has taken birth in a particular family or somebody has a particular physical appearance that he or she is classified to be demoniac, but it is mainly because of their activities which create problems for others. Such people are called asuras, the opposite being sura. Sura means one who actually cooperates with the plan of God, one who does not cooperate with the plan of God, but makes his own laws and he harasses the God fearing people. Such persons are called as asuras. So, this Tataka was actually a asura because she was creating a lot of problem for the saintly people in the forest. We already discussed about how Maricha and Subahu, the sons of Tataka, would appear in the sky. And when Vishvamitra Rishi was performing Yajna, they would intentionally shower some impure items like blood, like bones, and all such things into the Yajna Kunda. Their intention was that Vishvamitra Rishi should not perform Yajna. Why? Because if he performs yajna, dharma will prevail. And we don't want dharma to prevail in the society. We want to destroy dharma. This is the thinking of demoniac people. So, Tataka was such a demoness. And when Vishwamitra Rishi brought Rama and Lakshmana to the vicinity where Tataka was living, immediately they could experience some negative vibes. So there are two kinds of vibes that you can experience with respect to a person when you approach him or her. When you always approach positivity, when you approach hopefulness, when you experience hopefulness, when you experience something sublime, when you experience the aura of positive knowledge, such people are positive people, and we have to embrace the association of such people. Whereas there are some people, if you just talk to them for 5 minutes, you will become filled with negativity, hopelessness, and our desires will be towards negative actions. Such people are actually demoniac. They are not to be befriended, they have to be always kept at a distance. So, as soon as Rama and Lakshmana approached the place where Tataka was staying, they experienced some sort of a negativity, some sort of a dark energy was experienced by them. And immediately, Vishwamitra said, "Oh princess, this is the place where this great demoness Tataka is living, and she is creating a lot of problem. So be careful, be ready with your uh, bows and arrows because anytime she can attack from any direction because she can smell the humans by her nose, by her abilities, and she can also attack you from any direction using her mystical powers." A lesson for us is We must be conscious of negativities around us. Negativity can attack us from any direction. We must be very careful and conscious. So, as soon as they were talking like this, Tataka, who was in deep sleep, perhaps she smelled human flesh and she woke up from her slumber and she started, uh, she became a huge, gigantic figure and she appeared in front of the three people. And immediately Vishwamitra said, "Behold, Rama, the demoness Tataka has come. Be careful. Now take out your arrow and aim at Tataka and finish her with one arrow." This was the instruction given by Vishwamitra. But Lord Rama, even though he was aiming the arrow at Tataka, he was really undecisive. He was hesitant. Oh, this is a woman. This is a woman. And woman is worshipable. This is what I have studied from our great teacher Vasishta Muni. The Vedic scriptures say that yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha. The place where the women are worshipped and respected, that place is rejoiced even by the devatas. So if that is the case, you are asking me to kill a female, a woman who is worshipable. We say Matru Devo Bhava. Vedic culture teaches that every woman is respectable as a mother and she is as good as God. Now you are telling me to kill this female, this demoness. So he was thinking about this. So he was hesitant. He did not at once shoot the arrow at Tataka. He started contemplating, deliberating on various instructions that he had heard before from his teacher. At that time, Vishwamitra Rishi could sense the, the dharmic nature of Rama. He was actually impressed. Even though there is a big demoness standing and she can actually attack Rama and kill Rama at any time, it is a very dangerous situation. But still, even in such a dangerous situation, Rama is thinking about dharmic principles. This kind of a leader we need in the society, Vishwamitra thought. This kind of a person is very rare. He is dharmagnya, he is satyasandascha. He is always abiding by the principles of dharma and truthfulness. So at that time, to clarify the doubts which had arisen in the mind of Rama, Vishwamitra Rishi narrated certain instances in the past where which proved that if a person is a woman, but she is on the path of adharma, not only she is on the path of adharma, but she is actually harassing the other dharmic persons, the sadhus. The scriptures recommend that there is no harm in punishing such a demoniac woman. So Vishwamitra Rishi gave examples. In the past, Lord Vishnu himself had actually killed the wife of a saintly person. He was because she was actually supporting the asuras. She was actually stopping the Loka Kalyana activities. Therefore, Lord Vishnu himself had to kill a woman. And in this way, he gave two more examples. And from this, Ramachandra's doubts were eradicated. And finally, Ramachandra said, "My dear Vishwamitra Rishi, when my father sent me along with you, my father had instructed me that I should diligently carry out the orders of this great sage Vishwamitra, of yourself. Therefore, on the order of my father and on the order of the scriptures which you have quoted right now, I consider that killing this Tataka is not against dharma, therefore I kill her." And saying this, Ramachandra shot one arrow, and with that single arrow, he killed the demoness Tataka. Now, this incident gives us a very important life lesson. First thing is, With power comes responsibility. We cannot recklessly use our powers. When we have powers, when we are in a good position, when we are in a situation where we are controlling others through our power and position, we should always use our discretion, whether my activities are correct or not, how my activities are going to impact others in this world. This should always be the consideration of a good leader, of a good person, of a person uh, who is actually having powers. You cannot simply say might is right. That is the jungle law. In the jungle, in the forest, whoever is powerful, his or her uh, power speaks. Animals are like that. No, animals do not really think whether I should kill this or I should not kill this animal. Their might is right. But in human society, Ramachandra is teaching might is right is not the correct principle. Right is might. That is correct. You should be right. You should be proper. You should be following moral codes of conduct. Before using your power against anybody, you must actually uh, considerate, you must be considerate, you must deliberate, you must contemplate. Especially Ramachandra was thinking about this interesting statement mentioned in the Dharma Shastras that a woman, a child, a saintly person, and a person who comes to one's shelter, seeking shelter. These four kinds of people are called avadhya. Avadhya means they cannot be killed. This is the instruction, ruling given in the scriptures. This is dharma. And Ramachandra was considering this point, right? But when Vishvamitra Rishi clarified, saying that no, it is not wrong, then he killed the demons. What do we understand from this? First, use our intelligence. We should use our intelligence and common sense whether we have to really use our power against somebody. Should we really kill, or should we really punish somebody just because I'm holding power? Should I really use my power against somebody? This we have to think. Discretion is the better part of valor. This is a very famous saying. Unless one is having this power of discretion, whether it is right or wrong, thinking about this, one should not use his power. His usage of power will simply lead to difficulties to the whole world. We have seen many examples like this in the history. You take the case of Adolf Hitler. He was very powerful, he was in a very big position, he was ruling an entire country, but because his intentions were not correct, because he did not use his power of discretion correctly, his activities led to the mass killing of thousands and thousands, millions of people. Just imagine. So, if the leader does not have discretion, if he simply uses his power however he wants, whimsically, then he is going to impact the lives of millions of people, and that impact will be irreversible. Therefore, we must really think a lot. A leader should really think before acting. That is one learning. Another learning is Vishwamitra Rishi was truly impressed by the discretion of Ramachandra. He said, he within his heart, he glorified Rama. And of course, after killing the Tataka, also openly Vishwamitra Rishi glorified Rama. It is mentioned in the Valmiki Ramayana. As soon as Ramachandra killed this Tataka, out of great joy and affection, Vishwamitra went ahead and kissed the forehead of Ramachandra, and he blessed him. And after that, very interesting thing happened. Vishwamitra Rishi started revealing all the astras that he had. There is a big description, a big list of all the missiles, the astras, which can be invoked, which are very powerful, which can be invoked by chanting suitable mantras. All such astras which were there with Vishwamitra, he gave it to Ramachandra. Why? Because Ramachandra passed the test of dharma. According to the Vedic culture, only a person who knows dharma, who practices dharma, should be given such powerful missiles and weapons. So Vishwamitra Rishi considered that Rama is quite suitable candidate. He is a quite suitable person to have all these weapons and missiles with him. Therefore, he described, he taught Ramachandra all those weapons along with their mantras. Another interesting thing, Valmiki writes that not only Vishwamitra Rishi taught the mantras to Rama, which can invoke those missiles, Vishwamitra Rishi also taught the mantras and techniques involved in revoking those missiles. This is very important. Half knowledge is very dangerous. It's not that Vishwamitra Rishi only told how powerful these weapons are and you can use these weapons and these are the mantras to be chanted. No. Sometimes it is required to revoke the mantras, the weapons. For that, that is also very important. That is a full knowledge. One should know how to release the weapons. One should also know how to take back the weapons. That is called complete knowledge. So Vishwamitra Rishi taught the methodologies to revoke those missiles also. And Vishwamitra Rishi was very happy that I have given these weapons to a suitable candidate. What do we understand from this? When we follow due deliberation, consideration while using our power, God, nature will bestow more power, more capabilities upon us. When you misuse power, nature will take away your power. When you use the power properly with deliberation, you will be blessed with more power. Same thing holds good with wealth also. When you use wealth properly for the betterment of others, God will bless you with more wealth, more power, more success. But if you become proud, act like Asura, then nature will have its own way of taking back the, the power and the wealth that we have got. So this is a very important lesson. So with power comes responsibility. We should not simply talk about fundamental duties. Which, as citizens of our country, we should also be conscious of fundamental we should not only be considerate about fundamental rights, we should also think about fundamental duties as citizens of this country. So these were some of the points that I wanted to share. You can see how every now and then, every incident of Ramayana is so very relevant to us even today. We should not think that Ramayana is some epic which was meant for some many ages back. It is not relevant in the modern 21st century. No, there are innumerable lessons. We will continue to hear many anecdotes from Ramayana and derive life lessons from that in the coming sessions. So now let us pray to the Supreme Lord by chanting His holy names to give us that moral, strength to always use our abilities, powers diligently, not carelessly. So, how do we do that? By chanting the holy names. Let us invoke the Lord's blessings. I request all of you to chant along with me the names of Rama and Krishna. Together, let us all chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much once again for your time.